Hey babe, let's go on a trip. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another video. So we're up here in North Idaho visiting mom and dad. The last time we were here, we did some fishing, we had some fun, we found tons of morel mushrooms. I'll link that video up here in the corner so you can check it out. Highly recommend it, it's always a fun time. So this weekend, we're going to take full advantage of typical Idaho weather, go out on the old fishing boat, maybe some bass. We'll see what Lake Pend Oreille is going to give us. The water's a little low right now, but that doesn't mean we won't catch anything. Definitely do some hiking, seeing how far in we can go. There's definitely snow in the mountains. So let's go have some fun. Right, Shiloh? Let's go have some fun.
Alrighty then. Maybe I'm gonna back down. Like a fun thing for Christmas, like a Starbucks
Christmas. We have a fish on, baby.
Don't horse him. Just bring him over.
Woo!
He's a dandy. Oh, a great big one just left over there. Susie, see that one over there? Okay.
Oh yeah, I can
Frank?
see it. It's going towards shore, Susie. Okay, I'll get
Oh, nice.
Are we filming?
Oh, we are filming. Oh!
Okay, Susie, I'm gonna
Susie.
back up.
Oh!
There's another one.
After what? 5 hours of fishing? We have a fish.
Back over to this rock.
Babe, here, I'll take that.
We're keeping it, yeah?
Look at that. Look at that pre-spawn bass.
I'm changing my lure. Okay, tell me where to cast.
First bass of the day.
I saw a shadow.
Look at that beauty fish.
Good job, Frank. Here.
Thank you.
Can we get a picture?
Man, that was a big fish though. No.
Thanks, husband.
Not just a little rain.
Real?
You just hold.
Okay.
Oh.
So we've been caught out in the rain. We fished all day. Now we're going for a hike. We're hoping to look for morel mushrooms. It's definitely pretty early, so it's hard to say if we're actually going to find any mushrooms.
My personal favorite is finding those mushrooms. They're just so delicious, and I really hope we have some luck today.
All right, let's go see what we can find.
Well, I'm getting some morel mushrooms. We're on the board. Oh, I miss that smell.
We've got to show those ones first. There you go. So we're hiking down this road. It's a newly made road and a lot of burn going on. And we may be a little bit early, but the first set are starting to pop up. And that's hail.
Started raining and hailing. So Frank needs to protect his backpack at all costs. You look like you got a problem there, babe.
Well, what do you know? A cabin in the woods. 35 years ago, huh? And it's still standing. It's really nice to get up in here from time to time and check it out. Like my dad said, that cabin's been around for longer than I've been alive, and it still stands to this day. Later, I'm going to make a super fancy wild mushroom smoked elk burger. It's Susie and my favorite, absolute favorite meal, a cheeseburger. So we'll cook them, talk about how we clean them, talk about the best way to eat them. We're gonna need a burger after a hike like this because we're gonna be hungry. Right, babe?
Yes.
Only in Idaho are you going to see all 4 seasons in a weekend.
So we had some luck with the morels today. These ones we picked out specially because we're gonna fry some and we're gonna saute some. So first thing I need to do is start by cleaning them. Where we found them was actually in a pretty clean area, so we're not too worried about bugs. So I'm just gonna rinse them pretty good under some warm water. I got my water set. It's not too hot. Rinse them.
Not like the farmhouse, huh?
Kind of get in there. And let's just throw them all in here. Oh, just kidding. This one, that's the prize pig. Kind of mix them up. Get twigs and debris off of them. After you rinse them off, you can set them on a paper towel or a dish towel just to get them kind of ready and dried out so that they're not soaking wet when you're trying to fry them.
So why are these mushrooms so good? Why do we go get them every single year?
The first time I encountered these mushrooms, Frank and I were hiking on a first date day trip, and he found some like little itty bitty, smaller than this, and he's like, these are amazing, we're gonna eat these. And I thought he was gonna kill me. I definitely thought that he had intentions of ending my life that night, but then he cooked them up, sauteed them in some butter and garlic and salt, and I fell in love with the mushroom. Not Frank yet, but the mushroom, absolutely.
That was the hook, wasn't it? These morel mushrooms have been in the family for a very long time. I've grown up eating them, and ever since I can remember, we were going on mushroom hunts in the spring. They're just so much fun to look for and to find. They are very finicky. They only grow in certain areas. They don't like too much heat. They don't like it too wet, too dry. There are a lot of different ideas behind how they grow, and everyone has kind of their own personal favorite, their own method. We've always found them on the south-facing slopes. We usually go where old burn areas were, usually a year old or so, and they pop up like crazy. Definitely do not stay in one area. They grow in all different spots, but they are
sizes.
And different sizes. We're actually a little early right now. It's the first part of May, and so the mushrooms are just now coming on, but throughout the month of May, they will come on a lot more. They will seriously start to spread and grow. And actually, where we found these, if we went back in a week, we'll definitely find some more. But the best way to eat them, in our opinion, is to simply cut them in half, butter, garlic, a little bit of salt, and we're gonna saute them up. We're gonna do it 2 different ways, like the one I just said about the butter and garlic, and then we're gonna do the breading, light breading, and frying them up. That's kind of another classic way to eat them. First off, this is your indicator of a true morel mushroom. We have a very, very short stem, but it runs all the way up the center like this, and the outside's connected. A false morel or a different type of morel mushroom is going to have almost like a umbrella look to it. But this right here is your true. I got my butter hot. I want it to brown. All I did was took my mushrooms and I just cut them in half. And I think what works best is to cook all of the moisture out and really reduce it down so you have a nice chewy mushroom. Pan's not super hot, but we'll let this cook down 4 or 5 minutes and it'll really cook out that moisture, and then I'll add my garlic here in a minute or so. That way I don't overcook my garlic. Almost forgot the onions. So as my mushrooms cook, I'm going to cook some onions down and some garlic.
The woman behind the camera and the first taste tester.
So our other style is going to be the classic breaded morel mushroom. All Susie's done is dip in a little egg wash, a little seasoned flour, and boom.
Like this?
Babe, I think that's absolutely perfect. Classic breaded mushrooms.
Yeah.
Babe, these are looking pretty good. Mushroom? The finished product.